Imagine a wake-up call at 5 a.m. when your dreams cling to you like fog and your body aches for sleep. You rise anyway, that is grit. You lace your boots, stand in line, feel the gravel biting at your soles, but you stand straight because you have chosen this path. You show up not just once, but again and again. Obstacles do not shrink in the presence of talent. They do not care if you are captain of your team or valedictorian, or if your father shakes hands with senators. They ask one question and one only: will you persist when ease is gone and comfort has left you behind? Grit is not born in victory. It is forged in the disappointment that comes after, the missed shot, the failed test, the empty silence after the phone call that tells you someone else was chosen. In those moments when your own voice is the only one you hear, you choose, step back or step forward. The obstacle is the way. Every mountain you climb will teach you this. It is not the view at the top that matters most, but the labored breath, the burning calves, the dirt beneath your fingernails as you claw your way upward, refusing to let go. I have seen the numbers, the test scores. They predict many things, but they do not predict who stays when the night grows cold and the wind rattles the windows of your resolve. The ones who stay are not always the strongest or the brightest. They are the ones who refuse to stop. There will be days when your talent cannot save you, days when you feel average, days when the world shrugs at your ambition. The obstacle will ask you then, are you willing to get up again? Are you willing to show up when you are bruised and tired and unseen? Passion is not a spark that burns hot and vanishes. It is the quiet coals you tend in the dark, the stubborn ember that refuses to die. Every time you stumble, every time you fail, every time you want to quit, the obstacle grows larger. But so do you. Every setback carves out space for a deeper hunger. Every disappointment is a chisel that sculpts your character. You are not here because life will be easy. You are here to discover what happens when you refuse to be ordinary. When you stay, when you persist, when you dig in your heels and decide that quitting is not an option, you become the architect of your own transformation. Think of the athlete who practices free throws until her fingers bleed, the musician who plays scales in the dim light long after everyone else has gone home, the cadet who stands in the rain, boots waterlogged, heart pounding, eyes fixed on the horizon. They are not remembered for their talent, but for their refusal to quit. The obstacle is the way. Every no you hear, every locked door, every bitter loss is a lesson disguised as hardship. You may curse it now, but you will thank it later. Greatness is not about never falling. It is about rising one more time than you fall. It is about choosing to begin again when the world expects you to be finished. Obstacles will expose your weaknesses, yes, but they will also uncover a strength you did not know you had. When you are stripped bare of all the easy answers, you will discover that what is left is enough. You will be tempted to believe that effort is wasted if you do not win. Ignore that voice. Effort is never wasted. Every hour, every repetition, every quiet sacrifice builds muscle, not just in the body, but in the mind and the spirit. When you meet people who seem to move through life with effortless grace, do not be fooled. Behind every dazzling performance is a hidden world of struggle, sweat, failure, and relentless practice. Let the obstacle teach you, let it humble you, let it remind you that no one is entitled to victory. The world does not owe you success, it only offers you the opportunity to struggle for it. Sometimes the difference between those who quit and those who endure is just a few more steps, a few more hours, the willingness to be uncomfortable, to persist when you want to run, to keep your eye on the far-off goal even when your hands tremble and your voice shakes. You will encounter skeptics, critics, and doubters. You may even become your own worst enemy, but remember this, every great story was shaped by resistance. Every legend was once an amateur who kept going when others stopped. The obstacle is the way, not just for soldiers and athletes, but for anyone who dares to dream beyond what they are told is possible. Every field, every craft, every life that matters has been shaped by the stubborn refusal to let hardship define the ending. You will not always be the fastest, you will not always be the smartest, but you can always be the one who does not quit. Let others worship talent if they wish. Let them bow to the myth of the natural, but you know better. You know that effort counts twice. There will be days when you feel invisible, days when your only company is the quiet voice inside that whispers, "Keep going." Listen to that voice, it will save you. You may not control what obstacles appear in your path, but you do control how you respond. You can meet them with fear or with curiosity, with anger or with resolve. Each response carves a groove in your character, deepening your capacity for endurance. It is not passion in the fireworks sense that matters. It is passion as compass. It is the direction you walk in again and again, even when the trail disappears and the night grows thick with fog. Every story worth telling is a story of obstacles. No one remembers the easy victories, the smooth roads, the trouble-free ascent. What we remember are the moments of doubt, the nights spent wrestling with our own limitations, the mornings when we rise again a little stronger, a little wiser. You are not defined by the trophies on your shelf or the medals around your neck. You are defined by the hours no one sees, the grind, the sweat, the heartbreak, the decision made in solitude to persist. If you want to know your limits, let the obstacle show you. It will not flatter you. It will not make excuses for you. It will demand your best and then ask for more. Every time you push back against resistance, you expand your capacity. Every time you say, "Not yet, not finished," you make yourself into someone new. You will change, your goals will sharpen, your resolve will harden, your vision will clarify. You will discover that obstacles are not interruptions to your journey, they are your journey. Do not be seduced by the lie that success comes easily to others. It never does. The obstacle is a gift, though it rarely feels like one in the moment. It is the whetstone on which you sharpen your will. Learn to love the challenge. Learn to respect the struggle. Let it teach you patience, humility, and above all, persistence. When you stand at the edge of your own limitations, do not step back. Step forward, test the boundaries, see what you are truly made of. Obstacles will break you, yes, but they will also build you. You cannot have one without the other. If you want an easy life, do not expect a memorable one. At the end of all your striving, all your sweat, all your heartbreak, you will look back and realize that it was not the finish line that changed you. It was every moment you chose to keep going. Grit is not a single act of heroism. It is 1,000 small choices made when no one is watching. Do not wait for permission. Do not hope for easier roads. The obstacle is the way. It always has been. It always will be. When you find yourself at the base of an impossible mountain, remember this. The climb will not get easier, but you will get stronger. You may never be the fastest or the most gifted, but you can always be the one who keeps moving forward. Let others look for shortcuts. You know there are none. Every obstacle is an invitation to grow, to learn, to become. Accept it. You are not defined by the ease of your victories, but by the depth of your struggles. There will be setbacks, there will be losses, there will be pain, but there will also be triumph if you keep showing up. Let the world underestimate you. Let them measure your worth in test scores and trophies. Only you will know the truth. The obstacle made you who you are. Grit is not glamorous. It is not always loud. Sometimes it is just the quiet decision to try again. Obstacles reveal your character. They show you what you value. They demand your very best. You will falter, you will fail, you will want to give up. But if you choose to keep going, you will become someone unstoppable. This is your invitation. This is your moment. The obstacle is the way. Walk it with courage, with patience, with stubborn hope. When the night is darkest and the way forward seems lost, remember that persistence is its own kind of light. You are capable of more than you know. You have not yet found your limits. Stand up, face the obstacle, do not flinch. Let your story be one of perseverance. Let your legacy be resilience. You are not alone. Every great life has been shaped by obstacles. Every hero has wrestled with doubt and defeat. Choose to see the obstacle for what it is, the raw material from which your greatness will be built. Refuse to quit, refuse to settle, refuse to accept that the obstacle means stop. The obstacle is the way, it always has been, it always will be. Now walk.